Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, shut up. Put the phone on speaker and pour yourself a glass of wine. No, make it the whole bottle because I am shaking. I am physically vibrating with embarrassment. You know how I always say I want to live in a sitcom? Well, I got my wish, except it's not Friends, it's Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I am playing the role of the idiot who ruins everyone's life. I have officially become that neighbor. I know, me. The person who brings cookies during the holidays. The person who holds the elevator. I have been villainized, ostracized, and traumatized, and it all started because I tried to be nice. Yesterday, I went all out, okay? I'm talking homemade pasta. The apartment looked incredible. I had candles going, the playlist was curated to perfection, and I just felt benevolent. Here is where I lost the plot. It was around 5 p.m. In my pasta-induced euphoria, I looked at the group chat for our building and typed out, "Hey neighbors. We're making a ton of fresh pasta in Unit 304. If anyone wants to stop by for a quick bite, feel free." I hit send. Less than 3 minutes later, a reply from Brenda in 4B, the woman who is a coiled cobra waiting to strike. She wrote, "Some of us actually have to work in the morning. This building has paper-thin walls. It is incredibly inconsiderate to announce a party on a Tuesday night. If I hear stomping or loud music, I will be logging a formal noise complaint." Before I could even process the venom, other people started reacting with a thumbs up to her message. Suddenly, the narrative was Op is the frat boy nightmare who is going to keep everyone awake. I stood there in the kitchen, staring at my phone while the sage butter sauce bubbled cheerfully, completely unaware that it was now the sauce of shame. My roommate Mark walked in. He saw my face and asked what was wrong. I couldn't even speak, I just handed him the phone. He read it inside. "Did you ask Sarah and Dave before you invited the whole building?" he asked. "No," I whispered. "I thought it would be cute." Then Sarah and Dave walked out of their rooms because, guess what, they are also in the group chat. Sarah looked mortified. "Are we in a fight with 4B? She asked, her voice trembling. "I have to see her at the mailboxes." So now the vibe in the apartment has shifted from cozy Italian bistro to bunker under siege. But wait, it gets worse. Because I had also invited our actual friends, Jess and Mike, and they were already on their way. I couldn't cancel. They were literally in an Uber. When they arrived, I opened the door and just hissed, "SHHHHH." Before they even crossed the threshold, Jess looked confused. "What? Is someone sleeping?" "No," I whispered frantically, locking the door behind them. "I started a war in the group chat. We have to be quiet, like a quiet place quiet. If we make a sound, Brenda is going to call the cops." So picture this. We have this beautiful spread of food, the table is set, the wine is poured, and we are all sitting there in absolute, terrified silence. Mark is eating his pasta with a look of grim determination. Sarah looks like she's about to cry every time her fork scrapes the plate. Jess and Mike are just trying to understand why I, a 31-year-old woman, am terrified of the lady upstairs. I turned the music off completely. The apartment was so quiet you could hear the fridge humming. We spent the entire dinner whispering. Do you know how hard it is to gossip when you are whispering? It kills the vibe. You can't spill tea in a whisper, it loses all the flavor. At one point, Mike forgot the rules. He told a joke, something stupid about his boss, and he laughed. A normal, full-volume laugh. Everyone at the table froze. Forks stopped midair. We all looked at the ceiling, eyes wide, waiting. Thump, thump, thump. Brenda stomped on the floor above us. 3 distinct, angry stomps. "Oh my God," Sarah squeaked. "She heard us." "She's listening," I whispered, horrified. "She's literally listening to our floorboards." The humiliation was washing over me, but that wasn't even the worst part of the night. The worst part was what happened after our friends left. The rest of the night was excruciating. Mark was just done. He was being polite to Jess and Mike, but he wouldn't look at me. Jess and Mike, bless their hearts, tried to salvage it, but you could tell they just wanted to leave. They left early, like 8:30 p.m. early. "Thanks for having us," Mike whispered at the door. "Good luck with the war." As soon as the door closed, my roommates retreated to their rooms. Mark helped me load the dishwasher, but he did it with a quiet intensity that was terrifying. "I just wanted it to be nice," I said, scraping the leftover sage butter into the trash. And the worst part, the group chat is still active. People are now debating quiet hours. Someone else chimed in about how community is important but boundaries are better. Brenda liked that message too. So now I am the outcast. I am the loud, inconsiderate party girl of Unit 304. I can't look anyone in the eye in the hallway. I'm going to have to wear sunglasses and a hat every time I check the mail. I just wanted to share my pasta. And now I'm pretty sure I'm going to be brought up at the next HOA meeting. From now on, I am a ghost. If you need me, I'll be sitting in the dark, waiting for the police to knock because I breathed too loudly.